Yeah guys, how's it going? Welcome back to the Coventry Crusade. We are going to play the game against Chelsea in the league. It's bit of a, I don't quite know what to explain it as, because they're not doing as well as I expected them to be doing, but we are doing phenomenally well. So since last episode where we played Benfica, I believe, yes, we did the double of Celtic Benfica. We've had quite a few games, and we've been on one hell of a good run. We start off the run with a 2-0 win against QPR, Pozzo getting a goal from a free kick, and Castro getting a goal there, so I had to rotate the team a little bit due to fitness, and that which has been a sort of major problem sort of running up this way is fitness and everything, and players getting injured has just caused me so many headaches of working out what I need to do. The game against Liverpool in the English quarter-final, League Cup quarter-final, we rotated the team quite a lot. I literally just put out the weakest team I possibly can in it because I want to keep the other players fresh for the league because we're doing so well. But we somehow still ran out of winners, with Farrier getting the goal in the 90th minute, which I wasn't expecting, so then they pulled it back, and I was thinking, okay, they're going to probably nick it and it'll go to penalties or something. But it went to us in the end. But we moved on to Ipswich after that with a 3-0 win. Lovely performance this one. Samir, Stokes and Gallardo getting the goals here. We had quite a few long shots in this one, which was a little bit disappointing. I'm trying to cut those down, but it's not working as well as I want. But overall, we had a solid performance. The team played really well. And again, yeah, we're getting players back from injury. Lemessier was coming back a couple of days away there, but I think he picked up like a bruised head in one of the later games, and he's out again for a few days, which is a little bit annoying. After Ipswich, we moved on to Aston Villa. Very good performance this one. Saying we took the lead and going 2-0 up, they pulled it back and we had to hold on. They came out with the blocks in the last 15-20 minutes or so, and they were really trying to push for the goal, but we were able to take the points, which is all that matters to me, is getting as many points as possible, because we've got one hell of a tight what's the word for it, position at the top of the table we'll go with. After Villa, we had a 1-1 draw with Arsenal, which I thought was probably a fair result. It wasn't the best of games. They went 1-0 up, we pulled it back, then we had a player sent off, so it was like, right, just hold on now. It wasn't a very open game. It was very back and forth when there was chances, but it was quite a congested game. We didn't get a lot going on at all, except in sort of little drips and drabs. We had a sort of flurry of action and nothing for 30 minutes, and a little bit of flurry of action and nothing again. It sort of lapped through the whole game, which was okay, but not what I wanted to see. But we moved on to Everton, thinking, okay, we can try and improve on the last result. Nope. They took the lead 5 minutes in, and it just looked like it was going to go downhill from there. But we pulled it straight back, 13 minutes in, took it back to 1-1. But as the game was up, there wasn't many chances at all. And again, the goalkeepers both had good games, and we just couldn't score, which is a bit of a tale of the tape of these last couple of games, is we couldn't break the opposition down. And I was hoping it wasn't going to continue for long, but it didn't really matter, because we went out against West Ham and absolutely battered them 4-0. Brunskill getting a brace and Stokes getting a brace. Again, it looks like there wasn't a lot going on, but in terms of action, we showed there was a ton going on. Very good performance. A lot of it came in the first half, and the second half just sort of sealed it. They came out, had a bit of an attack, but it didn't go too well, and we hit them on the break. Which moves us into a Swansea, where we again sort of had a very dominant game. This one, we came out and just flew out the blocks, really in the second half only, because the first half nothing happened. They had a man sent off, and that was probably the main highlight. Other than that, it was a dull first half, but second half I kicked the players in the ass, and they went, okay boss, and went and put 3 goals past them, all in the space of 4 minutes. A penalty, then Kovic got 2 from free kicks in by Pozzo, and he just slots them both home. Lovely finishes from him as well. And we then moved on to Brighton in the FA Cup third round, which again I rotated the team a bit due to fitness and everything going on. Going into the game, I thought, okay, it's probably going to be a pretty decent game. We should win 2-3 goals maybe. But they actually held up really well. It took us to the 89th minute after I subbed Stokes on and took the Messier off to get the goal. It was that sort of game. It was very much, they defended exceptionally well and they deserved at least to get a replay, but it didn't happen. They had Stokes to have issues with because he got the goal later on from a free kick or a corner. It just bounced out to him. He just rifled into the back of the net from the edge of the box, and it's a lovely finish. But it's one hell of a good run we've been on as well. And I've just jumped from saying how good Brighton were to how good we've been recently. I don't quite know the transition there, but again, we've been on fire. We've only lost one game in the last, what's that? 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 20 games. That's a really good run for me. We haven't had, before that, the Dortmund game, we lost 2. Our league form's been on fire. We haven't even lost in the league yet, which brings us onto the league table. I'll go to stages. We sit in second, game in hand over United on 49 points. Leicester still firing away as well. They're in third on 45 points. Arsenal dropped a little bit because they were right up here with us as well at one stage. Tottenham are just behind them. Liverpool and City aren't doing bad as well. They're sort of within the top 7 or 9 points away from each other. It's just mad. So, and we've been on fire. We have 14 wins, 7 draws. We'd like to have changed some of those draws to win, but we haven't lost yet. So that's why I'm sort of pointing out the weakest possible teams in certain games like the English Football League Cup. I'm not fast. I'm sort of concentrating on. It's halfway through the season, and we're joint top of the league with a game in hand, and we haven't lost yet. So it's like, right, that's got to be where I put our chances now. Is just sort of throw everything at the league and try and get the result we need in each game and sort of carry on this good form. So I think this is going to be the team we go with Tornado, Rakic, Kolak. Is that going to be the team I go with, or is Navarro on the bench? He is on the bench, so we're going to swap Rakic out for him. Thomas is coming back from injury slowly. He's got another 3 days, so he'll be back in the first team soon. But Perez is doing exceptionally well as well, so I can't really argue him. Klose has sort of dropped out, and Van Dinteren's come in. He's starting to find his feet as well. Pozzo's done excellent. He's just been amazing. Barry is doing well. Kovic, Gardo, Brunskill's still on fire. Stokes is doing well. The Messier is still coming back from injury, so he can get some game at half time. Get some game time in the second half probably. But effectively, our team is doing really well. So I also want to carry the form on and see how we get on. Right. They're going with the 4-1-2-3. Valeri, Christian Zuma, Guerrero, Kante, Bentancur, Sanson, whoever that is, actual player. Whoever this guy is, a regen. Okay. Italian, looks pretty decent. Hazard and Lozano. I'm assuming that's Irving. Yes, it is. Right, we're jumping straight into the game. I just started having a coughing fit, so I had to cut that bit out. But other than that, we're going to go for it and really, as I say, we give Hazard a foul straight off the bat. We're at home, so I'm hoping that's going to give us a slight advantage as well. First highlight's gone to them. They whip a corner and Camille heads it out. Brunskill does win it, but plays a bad ball. Navarro over the top for Stokes. He's in behind. He's got the pace to burst forward. Pulls it back. Brunskill's in, and that's his 15th goal of the season. And that's all of his goals have sort of come from that sort of area where he burst down the line, or there's been a tackle put in on a player bursting down the line. It's just dropped into Brunskill. He's just slotted in between the two defenders and just slots it home. He's just on fire. He's played half the amount of games he did last season, and he's scored about 5 more than what he did last year. As I say, Gallardo's just gone and scored as well. He's having an excellent season. He's finding his feet now after having a slight injury near the start of the season. But he just put us 2-0 up on his fifth goal of the season. Not the best of finishes, but Courtois doesn't do enough to clear it, and Gallardo's done it again. Made a couple of subs just to sort of get rid of 3 of the yellow cards. As I say, Zuma, what happened there? They should just let that go out. and they pulled it back, which we should have let that go out of play and rather let them have the corner. Who headed it? Our player. We should have rather let them have the corner than that.
Oh dear.
This is what I don't like when we sort of have games where we're in the lead, but we won the game. Oh, that was a little bit nerve-wracking the last couple of seconds there, but we took the win. Let's just tell them we're pleased. And everything, yeah, lovely. And that puts us on 52 points, 3 ahead of United. Still not losing the game. We've scored 50 goals, conceded 22. Okay, we've not got the best defensive record out of the top 6, but Leicester are doing exceptionally well. But we're scoring. That's all that matters to me, is that we're getting the points and putting them on the table and showing that we're setting the pace here. What a performance this is going to be. Right, let's just skip through all of this. I'll come back to that after. In terms of the next game, you'll never guess who we got for the Champions League draw. Barcelona. Of all the teams, they finished second in their group. If I go to stage and go to group stage, do all. We could have got Barcelona, Dortmund was our group, Real Madrid, Man United, Arsenal, Wolfsburg, Atletico, Shakhtar, and out of all of them, the one I wanted was Shakhtar. And we got Barcelona, who were playing the same group as Porto. I would prefer Porto over Barcelona, but we got them. Let's just sort of have a quick look, see how they do. I don't think we played them. They're second in their league, behind Real Madrid. We haven't won it for 2 years. Atletico have been the dominant force recently. Real Madrid are sort of kicking up a fuss now. Who are their sort of best players, sort of value-wise? Locatelli, who I know from my AC Milan series. Excellent centre mid him. Laporte they bought in. Sampa. Whoever this guy is, Ukrainian guy, looks pretty decent. Ponce, their region left back from Chile, is a very good player. I was looking at him at one point, but he wouldn't sign for us. Mark Lopez, excellent striker. He's wanted by a few teams. Monaco want everyone. Hugo Riquelme looks pretty decent. Centre back. Got some very, very good players. They got Draxler as well, Xhaka, Ter Stegen, still Neymar still there. How old is he? He's 31. He's still playing. 10 assists, 8 goals. Who's their danger man in front of goal then? Lopez and Luis Suarez are still there. At 36, he's still playing. Neymar, Locatelli, Messi still playing at 36. Surprised, I didn't think he'd still be playing. I thought he would have hung his boots up by now, but he still looks excellent. He can't overly run very fast, but mentally and technically, he's probably still the best player in the game with those ratings. So we're going to come back next episode and do the double header of Barcelona, which seems like a good option because that's what, 3, 6, 7, 8 games down the line, and we're into February then, so that looks like 2 very big games for us. And then we can see how we're doing in the league and sort of judge on what happens in the Champions League knockout round to sort of see where we get to. So guys, if you enjoy, smash the like button, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already, and I'll see you next episode for the double header of Barcelona versus Coventry in the Champions League first round knockout stage. Thank you for watching, I'll see you then.